Yo, what's going on, guys? Um, just gonna be going over. Well, I guess first we can start off with. I was wanting to upload this on Friday, but I was out of town. But, anyways, um, I was gonna go over this trade recap of this alert right here. Um, I did not take it as I've said that I've been doing this $600 account, which I can show you right here. This is day three. Um, doing pretty good so far, at least. But anyways, I still like to alert stuff for the followers, just so people can get in anything, just to get in something, just to make some extra cash. But basically, on this one, what is it? Well, actually, I'll just go over what I first took, which I did not alert, um, only because I was just trying to get it into my $600 account. So let me see here. Okay, so here's what we had going on. Wait, hold on. Let me turn. Yeah, here's what we had going on. Okay, well, right here it doesn't look as good, but previously, because this candle wasn't at first, it was the candle was more like this. Which right here we did see a bounce at market open just because of this trend line. And so I love the risk to reward in a case like this. It was down. SPY was down. I think like 1.3% pre-market. Um, so obviously the risk to reward for calls were much greater um, than puts if there was any good setups available. Which in this case there was a setup, which was this trend line that we've been bouncing along on SPY. So at market open, I liked it. I slammed about like I want to say like 7-0 DT. Let me see. Um, oh, I don't even know, but yeah, I slammed some calls there, and so I ended up being up. What was it? Yeah, 12% on the day. However, though, as you can see right there, the options buying power, I had $94 left. I took an SPX call on this as well. I was driving at the moment when I saw it. It was right around at the time. It looked pretty good for a reversal on SPX, which I don't really play SPX contracts that much just because of the volatility. And plus, it takes like SPX really needs to move for those contracts to move nicely. Um, so which I've known that for ever since forever. So it was my fault for taking that trade. Um, However, though, it was okay. It's all Gucci. So as you can see here, it wasn't. I took it like right around this area, and I was just driving, and really much just like I wasn't down too much, as we didn't really crack down too badly. My stop loss wasn't hit. I was really watching this 395 area on SPX, as you can see here. We kept bouncing and stuff, but by the time we did bounce, the theta was just so strong that it had eaten most of the contract up by this literally just by this point, which was like I think maybe an hour, 45 minutes or so. And by the time it did start rallying, it did not move at all. So that is my fault for doing that trade, but that's all good. Um, but yeah, that's that trade. And then another thing I want to go over is why I lured. What the heck? Where did it go? Why I alerted these calls right here on SPY that ended up, I think, ended up ripping over 160% in profits. So what I was watching, let me go to it. I usually trade on my phone and chart. Like if I'm, that's really when I like to chart the most, or like I like to trade the most is if I'm on my phone. I don't know why, but it's just how I am. But anyways, I saw we were getting, we're just bouncing in this light little trend line right here. And like I said, the risk to reward was great. Um, Down here. And so I alerted them at, what time was that? 12:57. Oh wait, no, that wasn't then. Um, when, hold on. Wait. Oh yeah, it was this trend line. Never mind. I excluded that, guys. Let me just delete that. Saw this one. Yeah, saw this. This is a perfect, retest and rip example right here. Saw a breakthrough of this trend line, came back down, started hanging around the trend line again, and we used it as essentially like a launch pad, especially with this doji candle right here. That is a perfect, and that wick down on that volume as well was just, it was just, perfect setup for a bounce play. So that's why I looked at those contracts, and they ended up ripping like 160%. Um, did pretty well on those. And then these Netflix contracts, I really just alerted them just because in sympathy of SPY moving as well. And plus, it was, it was, how much were they? Like $27 a con. That's cheap as hell. So, um, well, let me delete that. And also, we did have the same similar little trend line going on here. But anyways, that's that. What else did I want to go over? Oh yeah, coin. Coin was a great setup, especially this region right here. When did I alert that? So at 11 o'clock. Yeah, literally straight up. Yeah, right in this area. Alerted over here. Um, I just liked it, frankly, due to this um, this trend line on coin, and I alerted it just because of the risk to reward was pretty great. Um, However, I did like a downside setup at the same time, but I frankly I just liked the risk to reward on these, which they did end up popping up nicely to 105 per con. So it's like a ended up ripping like 30%. Um, but yeah, guys, another interesting thing here on QQQ, the weekly. We've got this bearish pennant with a beautiful volume gap below, which honestly, if you think about adding long, the best place to add long, in my opinion, would be this 233.65 or just 233. It doesn't have to be 65 exact, but anywhere in this region. However, though, I mean, if it really wants to, it could, you know, I highly doubt it would do this, but, anything's possible, especially in this market with how volatile everything is. I mean, it's not crazy, but we could see 161, but that is extremely far fetched. I don't see QQQ hitting that, but I mean, the most probable would be 233.65, as this is a major spot of support right there, or if you want to call it demand, it's demand as well. Um, so this is a very interesting setup. Um, and then there's another one I liked. I hate these freaking indicators on Webull. I cannot stand them. But anyways, Exxon Mobil. It's got a pretty crazy setup, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, what was that? Oh no, it's CVX as well. I mean, Exxon has an insane setup, especially on this declining volume on this pullback of this volume. We are definitely bound for a insane move. Um, Especially with the Russian tensions and such. Oil tends to get hit pretty hard. CVX though, you can see right here we have which email was it? To here on CVX or Chevron, we have it tends to do this. Or it's done it 2 times so far. So I mean, it honestly, I mean the downside setup is great, but also though, if it does close up over here, um, then we could get a little. This could be a perfect reversal island, and but we would have to close up. We'd have to gap up over this. So, but also, I mean, it does have a good volume gap right there. But another one was Oxy, guys. Oxy is a great downside setup. I've been watching this one for a minute. Yeah, since the 4th of last month. Um, as I said, it looks ready for some blood, meaning downside, which obviously, just going off this pennant or this channel it's in, and also this volume gap right here, obviously from this. They probably, yeah, it looks like they had earnings that were insane, so it's just ripped. So it's gonna looks bound to go fill that area. Um, yeah, honestly, yeah, like seeing Oxy at 45, yeah, $45, 50 cents would be ideal to see some type of bounce play. But we could easily bounce off this high volume area of this $56 as well. So down below $56, we could easily see that $45. Um, Spy. Oh wow, actually, did it break? I want to say it broke the trend line, guys. Yeah, yeah. Spy did close under that trend line, big time. Wow. Okay, so yeah, there's way more downside possibility on Spy, but also though, let me go out here. Sorry guys, I don't trying not to make it too long of a video, but yeah, we did not close above this major trend line right here. So there's definitely some confluence right here, some more uncertainty. So we could see a bounce without a doubt, especially with this volume right here, increased buying volume. We could see a nice little bounce back up. But to get any type of confirmation, it would have to, oh, for downside at least, it would have to crack this trend line that it had since freaking, I don't know, since like 2021. Yeah, late like December of 2021. Um, um, Also, guys, the Walgreens. I just noticed this out of nowhere, but Walgreens though is insane setup. This type of low volume, um, like consolidation, is it with a bearish pennant as well. I mean, this thing can absolutely rip faces either way. I mean, honestly, I mean it's got a perfect upside potential as well, but um, with there being so much uncertainty in the market, the safest option would be just to play it, um, just to wait, just to play and wait until it cracks one of these trend lines right here, and goes for either direction. Because a big move is inbound. I don't know if they have earnings coming up or anything. Hold on. Do they have good earnings? No, it looks like they had terrible earnings, so they gapped down. Um, so I do like, more than likely a downside setup is more probable, but I mean I would not be surprised to see upside as well. I mean it would have to have a good catalyst to send it up after this type of selling volume. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. What was the other one? There's another one I wanted to go over. Yeah, I mean you can take note of this DoorDash. Bad earnings. Well, I mean I think they ended up having good earnings, possibly. I think they had good earnings, but they probably gave bad guidance. Yeah, they had good earnings, but they looks like they gave out bad guidance of some kind. Yeah, because it did say elevated aftermarket and pre-market, but investors or market makers just dumped it. Market open, they just dumped it the whole day. So there's definitely um, some downside, some very good downside potential right here, especially on Dash. Oh my gosh, yeah. The only thing I don't like is this type of this doji candle right off this high volume level right here that it wicked off of. Um, so I would definitely want to wait. Um, actually, let me. This is a very good setup, honestly, guys. But it would have to crack that previous level. What is that? What's that low right there? Yeah, 53. Yeah, it'd have to crack $53 to see some more downside to fill this volume gap right here. There was this Roblox was Roblox, good earnings right here, and then this type of like volume pullback, it's been decreasing. The stock's been decreasing on lower volume, so this is definitely a very key thing to know right here, guys. The upside potential is insane, especially for that $42 region. And this type of wicking, this is these little tweezer candles right here. This thing can rip big time. Um, what's another one? Also, yeah, I think I talked to you guys last video or most previous video that you could add Carvana shares, which with a tight stop loss because it is shares. So if you did, you could have easily gotten stopped out. What's some? Hold on. Oh yeah, Airbnb. This guy, it an insane long setup, but market makers did close it just under that 129.50 level. Even off of good earnings, which yes, it has been decreasing volume and a pullback. So which leads to be a pretty bullish indicator, volume speaking wise. But if we do want to see any upside potential, we do have to crack this level right here and close above it, big time. Otherwise, we're just gonna go back to lows of 80 bucks. Trying to find Macy's. It broke. Dang it. I've been watching this thing for so long, and I missed it. That's fine. Oh yeah, Boeing. Gosh, that was an amazing setup. Which I did alert it. Like I want to say either the beginning of this month, but just Friday with Spy gapping down. Boeing cracked this level. I was watching pre-market, and there's nothing we could have done. It was pre-market, but yeah, the contracts moved to like I think it was like went from $100 to $700 per con. So insane, insanity. Google as well. We're getting close to this trend line again. Right here. So we could, and also on a low volume pullback, could easily see. Yeah, I honestly like the upside on here, but then again, Spy, unless Spy melts down, uh, then Google will obviously fall in sympathy unless they have really good like news. Google does, but I don't know. Um, what's another one? Oh yeah, I did alert SQQQ on my Twitter to add at $33, 33 cents, which was almost literally where is that at? Um, okay, somewhere. I'm just gonna add a line just to get a general area because I cannot get it exactly. But yeah, we nailed the bottom on that SQQQ position. I mean, we if we really wanted to, we could have tried to have gotten $32, but I mean, just historically speaking, this area was a giant confluence or giant support zone. So it was the risk to reward was too good in a case like this. Meaning, if it did continue to fall, then you could set a very tight stop loss of maybe $30. Nothing too crazy. And so it's but yeah, since we alerted it, it's ripped over like 17%. So that was a good ad, very good ad. Um, uh, And if anybody actually watches this video, then and you want me to chart anything or just take a look at any charts, you can please comment, please, because I love looking at charts and seeing new setups. I don't, I haven't played oil in a minute, so um, but I really do, I do miss the way it moves. It moves insanely nicely or very well. But guys, also another thing. Sorry, guys, I do not have the paid version of TradingView. I just don't believe um, in paying for free stuff. I mean, like stuff that you can get for free. You know what I mean? Which I do love the charting software of TradingView. I will admit, but guys, listen. Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this. I've tweeted this several times, but on the interest rates and people trying to like claim that we're ready for a rally, it's honestly, um, if we even do end up going into a rally, the the rally would be so short that it would not be a long rally if we do go into one. If we somehow catch a bounce here on Spy, I don't know if we do, uh, but just for future references, guys, the Fed has never increased interest rates. I'm not gonna try to get too or try to speak too economically and bore some people out, but the Fed has never increased interest rates this fast and this aggressively ever in history. A 4,400% increase within 306 days is insane. Like this, historically speaking, back in the 80s, whenever that whole the whole recession happened or pullback, I guess, in the economy, they increased these interest rates 316%. Our interest rate saw an increase of 316% within 1,795 days. This is like the comparison is insane. Like the thing is that it takes roughly 6 to 9 months per interest rate hike for the U.S. consumer to feel the actual pain of the interest rate hike. So the Fed is going based off of um, you know not as good of data, because also the money supply, the money flow has been decreasing. You can see, was it M2? I want to say, yeah, yeah. The money supply has been decreasing, guys, and the Fed's been increasing past this money supply. Yet consumer spending's been increasing month over month, and consumer credit debt has been, it's at all time highs right now. So something is cooking up, guys. A nasty storm, without a doubt. But this could take, you know, it could take two or more years for this bubble to pop before we see any type of major pullback in the market. Like huge pullback is what I'm talking about. Yeah, U.S. consumer spending month over month, 1.8%. But I mean, it's whatever. Just be aware, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess I will go over the CVS trade I took. Let's see, I don't really trade CVS, but the other day I did, guys. I know. What do we see here? What day was this? The 23rd. What was this? Yeah. I'm trying to remember the setup, guys. I'm gonna be honest here. I cannot remember what I had on here. Oh yeah, this is what I had. The 23rd. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, at market open, we dumped down on CVS to right here, and like I said, risk to reward was great. Took the trade. I only had I only threw in one contract, but this was on the $600 account, so it was like $15, something like that. So it was a nice trade, but I also did take spy calls at the same time, so it was a nice trade. Um, why did I say? Oh yeah, Roku. Oh, I did tweet that. Did I? No, I meant to short it, dude. That thing looked. I mean, well, I guess this type of pullback on low volume after they had double beat on their earnings, so but also we did reject that 200 moving average, which we haven't. Oh my gosh, we haven't done that since, was that like August? Yeah, like August. Yeah, wow. So this is a key level, without a doubt. We haven't been here in a long, long time. Um, okay. Is there anything else? Yeah, Walmart looks good. Oh yeah, Peloton or Peloton. This thing, I guess, yeah, we had good earnings on Peloton or Peloton, and with this setup, low volume pullback, this thing is ideal for a rip up, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we are above that 200 MA, which we haven't been that high since July. Yeah, July of 2021. So very good thing to know. Yeah, this thing is ready to rip. You could honestly, this is way more of a high confidence shares ad on Peloton. Um, if you just want to do shares. Unless you want to do contracts or options, you could do that. But I don't know. How do these things? I mean, contracts are cheap. Um, oh, $17. Oh, that is cheap. Honestly, this is very cheap, especially this $14, 30 cent area. Yeah, that is honestly, man, this is an insane setup. Okay, so how much is $14? How much is $14? Yeah, that is cheap, guys. Long as, especially if Spy can get a bounce, this thing can rip faces. Peloton can. How much is like a 12 day for $14? Yeah, that's still cheap. If you want to play it safe and do like 2 week, um, even if you want to do end of March, is it end of March? Oh no, if you want to do absolute end of March, yeah, that is still cheap right there. Um, with honestly not too bad of a spread, given that it's Peloton. This is not a bad spread at all. It might not, you might not get the best fill possible, depending on which brokerage, I guess, you use. But I mean, if you want to do like 19 days out, that is an insane spread. That is very good spread right there. Jeez, these contracts are good. I will be eyeballing these Monday. Actually, let me add it to my phone. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, Alibaba, we killed that setup. I alerted it. Sorry, when I say we, I just mean myself, but I just like saying we. Um, yeah, alerted it here. One of my favorite short setups, and that was at $110. Oh, nope. Yeah, $110, 41 cents right there. That red number. So that is a what decrease is that? Okay, 44 cents. Yeah, that is a 20% decrease. Wow, that is an insane play. Unfortunately, I did not take it because um, I frankly, oh yeah, they did have earnings. They had earnings this day, so you could have played it before, but you know, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna be honest. What Bitcoin? Oh my gosh. Oh wait, that's 5 minutes. Oh, it did fall below. Okay, I do think that is it. I believe yes, at least for now. I'm gonna try to upload another video tomorrow, but I do have some homework later this that I've got to grind out today. So, I guess on that note, I will end it here, guys.